Well, hey all you nerds, Gabe aka Froopy Art here, and welcome back to our Gravity Falls and Cryptid-inspired Pokemon region. In the previous episode, you finished up helping the people of Twin Falls, defeating and rescuing the mind-controlled Professor Pines and his Dragon-type Pokemon. And the two of you head back to town.
Well, looky who showed up after saving every person what was in distress across the region.
Yep, the kid is pretty great. And what's this I hear about you making something to reverse all this weird Ultra Beast energy nonsense my brother is responsible for? And you need this mind control collar that he put on me?
That's right. Let me just get that slotted into the rest of my invention, and there you go. If we're able to get this to the main Ultra wormhole and slot it into the center, not only will it close the portal for good, but it should siphon off all the excess Ultra wormhole energy what's corrupting our idyllic region.
So that's the plan then. We just need to get back into the Cipher Squad headquarters and pop that baby into place.
Sure, the place is crawling with henchmen and Pokemon in a panic, but we can make it.
Whoa. Look, this is way too dangerous. I can't have any of you risking your necks. Wilford is my brother, and I'll be the one to finish this. No matter what it takes, this is on me to make it right.
No way, dude. This place is our home, and we all want to fight for it. Isn't that right?
Oh yeah,
stop
it.
Yes!
Oh yeah, I'm ready to bust some skulls.
Rebel!
See? Plus, from the looks of it, you're gonna need all the help you can get. I mean, the Cipher Squad hideout is now less back room of the museum and more floating temple of chaos.
Professor Pines reluctantly agrees. You check your map. The pyramid structure isn't far at all. With the entire town at your back, you leave the diner and begin marching towards your target. Huge sections of the Twin Falls Museum have broken apart and now levitate in a chaotic pyramid structure. At the very top, the Ultra Wormhole device is what is spewing this corrupting energy upwards. As you approach the pyramid, it looks like every single Cipher Squad grunt is blocking your way. It seems that they have found out your plan somehow. Members of the town peel off and begin fighting to help you through. And they are kicking butt. As you go, you see Mayor Terry with a new water type. Yeah, let's finally finish up our 3-stage line based on the Lao. The first stage, Tendrip, really captured that catfish look that some people attribute to Lao, just being a catfish. The second stage is more of a transition, and now we get to go with the tentacle-faced dinosaur version that I really like. I'm quite partial to it. It's like as if Cthulhu and a raptor had a baby. We're going to keep things as simple as possible, as it can be very tempting when doing anything Lovecraftian or Lovecraftian adjacent to end up adding too many tentacles and gross bits and details in general. This 3-eyed, horned, tentacle-mouthed head was the biggest challenge, but luckily, after that, the rest of the design just kind of worked out. It's pretty cute, actually. Looks nice and fast, and we're continuing with the Druddigon shiny colors, just for fun. Okay, let's meet Laothul, the tendril Pokemon. While this dragon's 3 eyes initially had researchers assuming it was an Ultra Beast non-native to the Hoax region, further study shows that it is from our dimension and just looks very weird. Laothul are quite aggressive and will thoroughly pummel anyone who calls them weird-looking. Its ability is Swift Swim, so that boosts speed in the rain, and the hidden ability is Water Absorb. Mayor Terry uses Laothul expertly, and they keep some annoying Cipher Squad members back. Continuing on, Sandy is holding her own with a smaller ground type at her side. Okay, it is kind of bananas that we are this late into the series and we still have a single stage Pokemon that we need to design. This is based off the Dungavenhooter, one of the silliest American folklore cryptids. It's a crocodilian who attacks people with a giant tail and smashes them into the ground so much that they legit turn into a find mist. It then, rather than eating normally, sniffs up the vapor of the prey, which is just wild. It's just, yeah. So obviously, the tail and the snoot need to be the key elements of this design. Also, at this point, there really are quite a few crocodilian Pokemon, so we can really play with the silhouette to differentiate it. With the torso really scrunched and shortened so much, and the arms pulled up super high, I like that it almost looks like it has arms as ears, like it would run around and the arms would just kind of like flail about. Okay, let's meet Pulverile, the Tail Strike Pokemon. This extremely bizarre crocodilian never opens its mouth, and instead utilizes its powerful tail to pummel its opponents into submission. Researchers are uncertain if Pulverile is even able to open its mouth at all. In order to eat anything, it hammers its massive tail into the meal so aggressively that it eventually turns the food into a fine mist, which it then inhales with its prominent nose. The ability is Iron Tail, which boosts the power of tail-based attacks. I mean, that makes perfect sense. And the hidden ability is Moxie. Sandy has Pulverile launching Cipher Squad grunts back with ease, allowing you to continue onward. You really are thankful to all of the townspeople who are giving it their all to save this town. When you reach the Chaos Pyramid with a handful of Cipher Squad members blocking the front door, Moose and Cordelia leap into action, each with a new Pokemon at their side. Okay, so this line started out pretty adorable with Bitty Bat, our little vampire bat guy, but then it got a little bit disturbing with Sproingut, who was partially split in half, and now we're really pushing things with our final stage based on the Manananggal from the Philippines. It's the top half of a torso flying around, which is just really messed up. Obviously, we can't do all the guts and viscera like hanging out normally, but some curved bits give the suggestions of a rib cage, and doing a spine like this, like it isn't too gruesome, I think. It turns the whole lower body into one big splayed out mouth, which is disturbing in its own way. Okay, let's see who Moose is training. This is Fangal, the Torn Pokemon. Few Sproingut are able to fully give into their undead appearance and become this monster. Wrapping itself around prey, it feasts on their life essence until they drop from exhaustion. Fangal soar high above the land in hopes of spotting their next meal, making them particularly difficult to train and control. Researchers have no idea what happened to this Pokemon's lower half and jokingly guess that it may be blindly wandering around the Hoax region. The ability is Strong Jaw, which increases the power of all biting moves, and the hidden ability is Infiltrator. Moose has it swooping down and knocking out some Cipher Squad grunts. Next up, Cordelia uses her new Pokemon. Yes, Cordelia had little Nom-Bomble way back at the start of this adventure. Its burning hunger gave it the fire typing too when it evolved into Nom-Bomble, but now it is fully consumed. This line is definitely based off of the Yeti and Abominable Snowman a little bit, but it's mainly the Chenoo from Algonquin myth. Chenoo they're super warm, their bodies are super warm, so we're playing that up with the hungry flame spinning into this intense vortexy twister. They also have lipless mouths with exposed fangs, so I wanted to get that in, but I also pulled those icy teeth down into this weird icy lump. That's a stylized version of a heart, since one of the ways to dispatch a Chenoo is to destroy its icy heart. So smushing all those things together, we get I think this is a pretty solid design. And one of the things that I love about the Chenoo is how they aren't always treated as like purely monsters. In some of the stories, there's some nuance there, which I tried to reference in the decks. Okay, let's check it out now. This is the terrifying ice and fire type, Abominam, the hungry Pokemon. This unfortunate creature has become completely consumed by its fiery hunger. Abominam are rarely aware of their surroundings and are only motivated by the promise of food. When fed thoroughly, the flames burning within shrink in size and Abominam is able to come to its senses. For a few fleeting moments, they are thankful, kind, and compassionate. The ability is Flash Fire, so that means it's immune to any fire-type damage, and instead that will boost its own fire-type attacks, with the alternate abilities being Gluttony and Immunity. It follows Cordelia's lead, and they start kicking butt. In fact, Moose and Cordelia work together and clear just enough of a path for you, your sister, and Professor Pines to reach the door to the pyramid structure. Professor Pines pulls out his lockpicks and works on the door, and a few moments later, you are inside. The interior is a nightmare of a labyrinth, with floating staircases twisting this way and that. Luckily, it's mostly devoid of Cipher Squad members, as they seem to have all been called to stop you from getting inside. But there are still plenty of unstable Pokemon like Zomboard, Atmostratus, Leviathan, and Seismite that are standing in your way as you try to ascend the structure. The three of you are actually feeling quite exhausted. You're not sure how much more you can take, and unfortunately a small figure is blocking your way.
Glee, you again? This is all your fault!
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon battles aside, I think it may just be time to punt this little jerk right off the side of this flying pyramid.
Wait. I'm not here to stop you. None of this is what I had in mind. That Ultra Beast was just supposed to increase my psychic abilities. None of this craziness was supposed to happen. I swear. Now there should be more reinforcements coming, so you three go ahead and I'll hold them back. Oh, and here.
Glee tosses a glittering bag filled with a good amount of potions and revives, before letting you proceed and standing their ground against whatever may come. You climb the remaining twisting stairs as you hear a raucous battle begin below you. Just ahead is the top of the pyramid where a final showdown is waiting. But we'll pick up from there in the next episode. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying this series. There's a new puzzle added to the Discord server, so check out the video description for details on how to join all of the journal deciphering fun if you haven't done so already. I just want to tell my Patreon supporters that they are all absolutely awesome, and in particular, Alphabloom, Angel, Cyberlord, Leo Vega, and Mason are kicking butt way up in the champion tier. You guys just rock. All right, I will catch you in the next one. Later, nerds.